So I just got back from the theater, and I'm pleasantly surprised, perhaps, even though I did see a couple of reviews on the movie already. Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. I wanted to do a little review on it, try my hand at it. I'm going to try to get better and better at this. Anyway, I digress. Honor Among Thieves was a good movie. If I get into any spoilers, I'll warn everyone ahead of time, but it was good. It was a good story. It genuinely felt like a few campaign sessions put to movie format, and it was great. I'm sure. Well, I'm not going to get into the Easter eggs. It's a fun little Easter egg for old school D&D people. You'll know it when you see it. I thought it was a fun little throwback. Despite the directors, John Francis DeLay and Jonathan Goldstein, coming out and saying something so obnoxiously stupid about how they just love emasculating their leading men, they decided not to do that with this movie, thankfully. There's no emasculating of anybody. Chris Pine's character was smart, loving, made some mistakes, but every character made some mistakes. No single character was isolated as being overly smart or overly stupid. They all worked together, genuinely worked together. If there was a single character that was dumber than the rest, it was actually Michelle Rodriguez's character, Holga Kilgore. But her character, she played the barbarian, who is high in strength, possibly dexterity and constitution, and not so great with the intelligence and charisma part. So her character made sense. Each one of the characters made sense in their own right. Chris Pine did a wonderful job as a bard. The one confusing thing I found is like the name is Honor Among Thieves, and there was no rogue class in the whole thing outside of, I guess maybe if you consider the bard a rogue class. Sophia Lillis as Dork, she was the druid. People were complaining, well, gamers will complain that druids do not turn into owl bears. And if that's the only complaint you come away from this movie talking about, I would consider that a win. The trailers for this movie do not do the movie justice whatsoever. The premise that they stole something from the wrong person, and that's the Red Wizards of Thay. That was Daisy Head's character, Sophina. She very imposing as a Red Wizard, conniving behind the scenes, manipulating everyone in her path. Did a wonderful job. Some of the things, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I've been gaming since I was 18, so if anyone wants to do the math, it's been over 30 years, roughly. Oh, 17. Good Lord. Anyway, so sitting down to watch this movie, I don't know if I was being overly critical or looking for something to complain about, looking for something to gripe, looking for little things here and there, mostly because of the directors and what Hollywood has done to me as of late. But no, genuinely, there's no underlying message other than a father trying to get to his daughter, trying to be a good father in whatever way he can. The only problem I see with this movie, the preliminary reports, I believe, worldwide $130 million. Weekend box office. Let's see. Weekend box office. I should do this. $15 million opening night. $33 million in 60 markets. A fantastic opening weekend. Globally, it looks like $71 million. So I guess I was a little off on my estimation, something I read earlier. This movie could do well with word of mouth. If you enjoy fantasy, if you enjoy D&D, in any way, shape, or form, I suggest going to see this movie. It is just a fun movie. The performances, just all of it. It's fun. It makes sense. The actions the characters take have consequences. It leads to something. I'm not sure what plot holes could be found. Yeah, it was a good movie. I'm going to talk more about it Tuesday on Dumpster Fireside Chat. I hope you join us there. But yeah, we'll definitely getting into a scene by scene, maybe not scene by scene, but going to get into spoilers then. But yeah, if you're a fan of Dungeons and Dragons and fantasy and just a happy little fun movie, I would definitely recommend go and see this. But for more discussion, join us on Tuesday for Dumpster Fireside Chat. See you there.